A little bit about myself. My mom is Eritrean from East Africa and my dad is Nigerian from West Africa. They fled Ethiopia due to war, and from being refugees in Sudan, living the American dream in the United States, and thanks to them, I'm doing the same.
I want to give you guys a little background about myself. I am an American citizen, but I was born in the Dominican Republic. I moved to the US when I was 4 years old with my parents and older siblings. Although my father didn't come from very much, he had big dreams for himself and his family. We do go back to the Dominican Republic every year to stay close to our family and our culture.
Let me tell you a little bit about me and my immigration story. I'm a first-generation Indian American. Holi has always been one of my favorite Indian festivals, and I grew up between New York and Miami. My parents emigrated from the south of India in the 1970s and landed in New York. They found it to be an amazing melting pot of cultures and felt immediately welcomed. My mother tells a story about how, as a junior doctor at Elmhurst Hospital, she would go to work in a sari the same way she did in India and never felt strange about it. She felt welcomed and accepted. I grew up in Miami, which is another amazing melting pot, spent some time in California, but felt the pull to come back to New York, a wonderful melting pot of cultures and people.
I come from Colombia and I moved to the US with a student visa. Now I'm on my OPT visa. There are many things I love about America. One of those is the great diversity.
A little bit about my immigration story. I was born and raised in Nairobi, Kenya plus 254. Shout out to my country. Before moving to the United States at 18 years in 2012 to pursue a bachelor's education at Oberlin College in Ohio. After I graduated, I joined the nonprofit sector and worked on OPT before adjusting my status. I just got my green card after adjusting my status for 2 years, so best believe I know the struggle.
A little bit of background on myself. I grew up in Yokohama, Japan, 17 years. I'm half Japanese, half German American, and I grew up on a US military base to be exact, which is why I have this accent.
My parents are Nigerian, lived in Nigeria for most of their lives. They had my eldest brother there, then went to England, lived there for some time, had my second brother, and then to Canada where they had me. Here in America, I am a permanent resident with dual citizenship in Nigeria and Canada. Nigeria is my home, it's my heart, my family. We go back to visit as often as we can.
Both my mom and my dad are from Barbados. They came here when they were in their 20s, and basically they worked really hard. My mom was a registered nurse and my dad was a security guard.
My grandpa was from China.
Okay.
My grandma was, she's a Mexican. They bring my mom over here to a better life.
I was born in America, but my wife was born in Israel, and all of my grandparents were born in another country.
They both worked really hard to send me and my sister to college, to make sure we have roof over our heads. They were really like the true story of like what it means to work hard, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, use your resources, and then put us in places where me and my sister are very fortunate to be right now.
Actually, I come from China and I come here for study and in Boston.
I came from the Dominican Republic when I was 15 years old to New York, and I stayed here for 10 years.
I was born here, but it all started from my parents coming from Egypt. Now I'm living the American dream.
I had just finished college in the Dominican Republic. I had no opportunity to work when I finished college, and I felt so frustrated. And I remember back in 2007, I moved to New York and I overstayed my visa, just like many other immigrants that come from their countries, and I struggled a lot until my situation was resolved. And thankfully, eventually, I was able to build the Mr. Organization. So what I'm trying to say to all the people out there that are going through the same struggle, everything is possible. Believe in yourself and you are able to do it. This country gives us so many different opportunities as long as you work hard and you are determined in your dreams and the things that you want to accomplish. Sooner than later, your situation is going to get better.
You know, growing up, you always seek for a better way out, and whichever way you get there, that's how we get there, you know. It wasn't that easy. You have to learn on your own. I would say it's like a testimony, you know. So I looked for a job, it was kind of difficult. I cooked and people sort of liked it because I used to watch mom, grandma, the way they cook.
Right.
So that's how I started cooking. I had an idea a long time ago, but making it come together, it was difficult. I found a place in Lenox Avenue, which is very popular. And I had a friend of mine, his name is Paul. He said, Dale, I like it, I know you like it, so let's go for it. So I said, you know what, this is the time. So when I came, I saw it, the place was total wreck.
So you did this whole place
The
from
whole
scratch.
thing. Most of all, thanks to you for making it happen. It was with your help which brought me to this far, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.